Yes, me and Elaine, we did make it over there to the federal building today. Uh, even though I guess the parties that I needed to speak to, they're not in that building. They're in another building. Uh, I did talk to the same person I did last time, which was the I guess he's the federal prosecutor. Uh, I was pretty blessed that he was there this time also, because I do have a trust issue, and I have to admit he does listen, even though I do talk a lot. Uh, but I've had to be very strong. As you noticed, in that video, my last video here before this, yeah, it's really it's been overwhelming for me. But I'm not a quitter, and I'm going to continue to push on. Uh, Even though that wasn't negative down there, it was positive to me. Uh, so I will be going over to the Federal Bureau of Investigation, which is at a different location. I was going to do it tomorrow, but I'm going to wait. I'm going to give it a couple of days, wait until after Christmas, because they are on notice. I took some other documents uh, in regards to the information that I found out also today, because every day I get up and put my feet on the ground, it's a new day. It's a new learning day. So, so when I got up today and I was sitting here and I thought I'd make a phone call. Started off, I was going to call Steve Kenyon in regards to some issues, and then he wasn't in, so I left a message and went ahead and made this other call. So it kind of turned out really good for me because things are coming together now. Because they have stopped talking to me altogether, pretty much. Steve Kenyon did return my call, but I pretty much told him, how can you guys do this to me? What have I ever done to you guys? What have I ever done personally to these people to do this to me? Other than tell Carol Garland, because Dr. Hansen, my new doctor, was going to cancel an appointment that I had set up for 3 weeks if I didn't get my referral sent over there, and I had to get on Carol, to get that, because I couldn't be driving 170 something miles of a round trip because they weren't going to help me with transportation back and forth to this doctor that, when it was only common sense that I would get a doctor that's right in my hometown instead of, 170 something miles of a round trip or 130 or whatever it is. So, and then, yeah, they, because what it is you got the Idaho State Insurance Fund. When somebody commits fraud, these are the people that you go to. If somebody has committed fraud against you, the Idaho State Insurance Fund, or the Idaho State Insurance, is the people that you have to contact if fraud has been committed. But now, what happens if you have fraud against them? That's where I'm falling into a lot of my problems at too. Because this isn't just some ordinary insurance company. This is the state-run insurance company. The one that everybody has to get their insurance from, that's been put in place since 1917. That's their insurance. They didn't want Obama in there. They'd take away theirs. That's the scam that they also have. So you see, and since Miss Rachel O'Barr isn't being honest with me on a lot of things, then about money-wise, because my 3-time quit attorney did put together a permanent disability package type thing, like over a 26-year period thing, for almost $800,000. But Miss Rachel O'Barr, isn't it whenever you guys do something in regards to, there's some money that has to be put into an escrow or something, or some kind of thing, that you guys have to put in to cover this, and if there's any disputes or how you guys, even it out or whatever you got to do with it. Who got that money, Miss Obar? Y'all, did they get it back? Well, yeah, because again, there's a lot here too, huh, Miss Obar? So we did go. It was accomplished. We were running a little late, but I'm kind of glad it happened that way. Because other issues were able to, because the magnitude of all this. I mean, even just to go out to try to pick up a couple pieces of paper to try to take, I come back in the house with about, 50 pages. And then I got, it's overwhelming because every single piece of paper I pick up is fraud. For 2 years, every single piece of paper that I can hold up that has the year 2000, anything that has 2012 and above, from May 2nd of 2012 and above, since I moved over here, is fraud. Because it should never have been generated. But they made me believe that I had been through all this. And now, I've been vindicted. I mean, I've been, whatever that fucking word is, I've had justice now today, because now what I did with that video is I did post it. Because people need to understand that this is no joke to me. This is my livelihood that's been taken away from me. I can no longer work. I only wish I could, in the manner that I want to. But, yeah, can I do office work? Well, that's what my doctor says I can do now. So, but I haven't, there's no, I don't even know how to run a computer. Well, I do now, but back then I didn't. And I still don't today. I'm lucky to do what I'm doing right now. But I don't know really where it goes all to, because I don't get no comments on them. But, I don't care. They're getting viewed. And just like, when I go and talk to people, I say, well, then look it up. There it all is. But what I was missing out of all my videos was the one that I posted this morning. Because that right there was a phone call that I made to the courts again. But because of how it all went through it, and how everything went, I thought, you know what? I had only a split second because I went right into it. Here it is, man. There it was. It showed that you can't find it. Because, trust me, I can't get nobody to fucking listen. Because you do look like a fool, I guess, when you call in and go, hey, man, but you see, that's where they took advantage of someone that was naive. And I'm seeking damage. Because, you see, I even filed a retraction letter to have these lies taken back. Isn't that right, Ms. Obar? Where in your affidavit, in your signed affidavit, you stated that I went to my job, or that you heard it from Mr. Holland, my new, industrial commission, rehabilitation person. The Sandy Bassett, she got kicked to the curb, especially when she asked me to lie to an employer to try to get a job. You don't have to tell them everything about your injury. Fuck you. You see, this is what they were trying to do to me. And when I called her supervisor, I said, fuck you, you tell her. She don't tell me to lie to a job. Well, it's right there, it ended for her. They gave me somebody else. But, they don't talk about that really. But they don't really talk about how she wrote down that I've been in prison for several years prior to 1993 either. But you show me anywhere on this earth that I've been in prison for several years prior to 1993, or 94, or 95, or 96. So, you see, did I go to prison in 97? Yeah, I did. I did my 5 years, and that's it. But they're trying to make it out like I've been in prison all my life because of what I went to prison for. So every time there's a word that spoke of a pot or something, they try to make it out like I'm a drug addict, I'm a meth user, I'm a heroin freak. What the fuck, man? Show me any of this shit that's true, man. Show me where you got this information, and I'll walk away. Well, they can't. That's just it. So they got to try to make me look like a fool. So Lynn Luker comes in, who's such a judicial, and tries to cover it all up. So Mr. Lynn Luker, I think you need to step down. Steve Kenyon, who us appellants depend on you when we file something, you're obviously not trustworthy and you're not honest. You are not honest at all. How can people trust you when they have to file documents that can make or break them? And then what? And then how you wrote to me in regards to some of these things that I had filed to you. You know what I'm talking about. And you just throw it like it's nothing. That I also spoke with your boss about, Ms. Patty Tobias. Because at first you told me that that your boss is Supreme Court Justice. Well, boy, that audio video I have of you when I was talking about how I was talking to some lady and then I finally, Patty Tobias' name came out, you wanted to know everything I said about, what did you tell her? What? No. Come on, Mr. Steve Kenyon. And then during one of our conversations, you got kind of a little frustrated with me. And you spit out and said, you're finished. You're finished anyway. You're done. Well, I didn't realize what you meant by that, but is this what you meant? Is that you guys were going to try to fuck me? But that stuff wasn't, yeah, that's what you meant, huh? Just like Mr. Lynn Luker put in his when he quit on me. As of today, I take it that why did you write me the letter then, Mr. Luker? But then you put in there, if an attorney will take your case. Well, you know what, Lynn Luker? I didn't need an attorney. I only wish I had an attorney. Even right now, I wish I had an attorney. You think I want to do all this fucking work? I want to get it out of my house. But I ain't going to do that. I can't get nobody to listen because you can't find the case. If you can't find a case, there ain't nothing there, huh? But what is all this stuff? What did you guys put me through? You guys made me lose a lot of shit for nothing, didn't you? I lost families. I lost loved ones. I even had to go all the way to the other side of Idaho during one of your guys' fucking messes and hoping I didn't miss it to hold my mother's hand while she died. You suckers. But I had to rush back because you motherfuckers were trying to fuck me over here. But I did drive for 2 days. And I held my mother's hand. I was the last one to see her as she passed on. The doctors even held her alive until I got there. And you guys forced me to have to rush back. But you see, I was still there. I'm not a quitter. You guys have put me through some living hell, man. You guys have taken away some things of me that I will never get or never have back. I will never be the same. But you know what? I want you all to be held liable. If I don't get a fucking dime out of you or not, I want you guys to be held accountable for your actions. Idaho, you need to have something put in place. The Accountability Act to hold you guys accountable for your actions. That's how I kind of started. Just looking up things. So you did go. I've got a lot of things I gotta get done. Getting in the morning. I gotta get my grandkids and stuff ready from Santa. A couple things, and I gotta be over there this morning or this afternoon. So y'all, I'll let you go, and I'll get back with y'all around after Christmas because I'm not finished. And he knows down here at the courthouse here, he knows I'll be back in his office, guaranteed. And he'll be waiting for me. And I know the next time we see each other over there probably is we'll be coming for you, Idaho, because Carol Garland Drew loans who committed the fraud across state line. That's where how the records were. They were transported across state line because they were out of another state. 2 sets of them. One of the sets they had to take back, and that's what he kind of looked at. I don't know. There was a lot of things that I had to say, but I had to interrupt him a lot. But I had to let him know that because it's pretty intense. Plus, I've been sick. If you all only knew, but that's all right. I've been on some medication for it, and I'll make it. But I'm not a quitter. I got you now. This is my life, and I won't have a life until you're out of my life. And even when you're out of my fucking life, I'll still have you in my life because I will never get you out of my head. I will need a lifetime to try to get your asses out of my head. What you guys have done to me. But, the RICO Act. See y'all soon. Under the RICO Act. Because it's a civilian, we can do it. Injured workers, make these people be held accountable, man. I've had to be I've had people tell me, well, only fools represent themselves. Well, I must not be a fool because I don't want to represent myself. But I have been forced into this. Not because I want to be here. But I'm not going to quit either. If it cost me my life. Because this is my life that I'm fighting for. If they want to throw me in jail, then maybe that's how I'll get an attorney. Fuck, I don't know. Because I ain't got the money to flap down in front of some fucking guy that's taking this oath that he's going to come and help protect people that have been taken advantage of. But it's all about money, man. But we all know I ain't got the motherfucking money. Isn't that right, Idaho? Because they were paid back every fucking dime. Because if you really read the record, I paid back the $27,000 that was given to me on the impairment rating. So are you trying to say that this injury is fake? That's what I showed this guy. I mean, come on, you guys, look at this. You're taking this elbow incident and transforming it into this injury to where it's nothing. That's right. Yeah, ask him. I mean, he knows. He knows what's going on here. Because you all don't, because you're reading something. You're not knowing everything. And when you try to show something on video, it doesn't really do justice. You got to see it in person, man. So, I do appreciate it. I appreciate y'all watching my video. And y'all have a Merry Christmas, man. Take care and hope y'all get everything you all dream for. Because I sure did. I have my kids. I have my family. I am thankful. I just want the rest of my life. Y'all be good and take care. God bless y'all.